Welcome back, students. In front of you on your screen is the page that we started working on yesterday, page 576. I wanted to make sure that we go through and that we finished this page, remembering that question 2, pretty much all those answers are going to ask for a little bit of text evidence. Question 4 is text evidence. Question 5 should be a short paragraph. Question 6 is text evidence. So make sure that you have completed page 576 and that you upload it into Schoology. For today, we're going to start on page 577 and 578. So that is now what is in front of you. Analyze and interpret. So we're still using the Sacajawea story that we started yesterday, and I'm going to cross out part of this for you guys because we are not doing section 2. This word study, concept vocabulary, we are not doing. So I'm going to cross that out for you and make sure that we know we are not doing this part. Sorry, those are bad X's, guys. So we're going to scroll right back up here and we're going to look at, draw some lines through that. We're going to look at the first question. Again, we're using the Sacajawea story, so I'm going to ask that you pause really quick. You go back and you read those pages. They are posted in today's Schoology labeled pages 571 through 575. Reread that. I know we looked at the story yesterday, that we listened to the story yesterday, but good readers, good writers, good students have a practice of going through and reading things more than once. So we're going to go through and we are going to read again. So go ahead, push pause on this video and make sure you get that done. When you're ready, come back. All right, students, you should have gone and read through the Sacajawea story, pages 571 through 575. And so we're going to focus in on these questions. Close read. Complete the following activities. Use text evidence. So there's that word again. I'm going to highlight it for us so I make sure that everybody understands that we're using text evidence to support your responses. So present and discuss with your group. Share the passages from the text that you found especially interesting. So if you're at home virtual learner, then maybe you know somebody that's in one of your classes that has this English class. And so maybe you can have a discussion with them. Share the passages from the text that you found especially interesting. Discuss what you notice. Discuss what you notice, the questions you have, and the conclusions you reach. For example, you might focus on the following passages, and they have us look at 2 different ones. In paragraph 13, discuss what the reader learns about Sacagawea's people. So go back, look at paragraph 13. And then I need you to write down, so you're on a separate sheet of paper, you're gonna have number 1, and then you're gonna write paragraph 13 next to it. And then I want you to put on that piece of paper what it is that we learned about Sacagawea's people. There's some good details in there, and so I need you to go ahead and write those down for me. Paragraph number 27, discuss Sacagawea's comparison of Lewis and Clark. So again, you're going to go in, you're going to read, you're going to find paragraph 27, and she describes them. She compares them and has some differences between them. So please go ahead and write those down also. So number 1, paragraph 27, write down what that comparison is. And that's all we're going to do on this page. That's it, just having you look at some of that. Now we're going to switch to the next page, page 578. Again, you're going to need a separate sheet of paper. You can use the one that you were using on the page just above this. This is analyze and interpret genre and text elements. Historical and cultural setting. In historical fiction, the historical and cultural elements of the setting may influence the characters and plot even more than the physical environment. Historical and cultural elements include people's values, beliefs, and customs, as well as the conflicts or problems they face as society. So practice. Work with your group to answer the questions. As you discuss your responses, use the vocabulary that you've learned, such as cultural and customs. So throughout our story, there was vocabulary. And so they want us to use some of those words, and they give us examples, cultural and customs. Okay, again, we've got parts A and B, and some go into parts C. So we're gonna have to make sure we label that paper. Question 1A. What is the historical and cultural setting for this excerpt? So historical and cultural setting. Give me time frame, dates, and then give me cultural setting. What's it like? What's the culture around it? And then B, analyze. In this specific section of the novel, where is the expedition trying to go? So in the excerpt that we've read, where is their expedition trying to go? You should be able to find that by reading the text. Question 2A, distinguish. So we're going to read specific passages. Reread paragraphs 1, 9, 27, and 31. And then we're going to use the chart to list details that Sacajawea notices about Captain Clark. So you're going to make a chart just like the one that's listed below question number 2. Right here. You need to go ahead and draw that chart on your paper. Make sure you leave plenty of space. It's this chart, right? I have horrible circles tonight, y'all. It's this chart right here. So make sure that you go in and put that chart on your paper because we're going to be using it to do quite a bit tonight with it. Let me erase these lines so make sure we can all see. Okay, so use the chart to list details that Sacajawea notices about Captain Clark. Those are going to go right here underneath the details section. So make sure that whenever you do this, you do details. Nope, that is not what I wanted to do, y'all. Make sure that you go through and you list the details about Captain Clark. And then B, what admirable qualities do these details suggest he has? So then right next to it, you've got a detail, then you're going to tell me the admirable qualities. Maybe we need to look up this word admirable. We might not be quite sure what that word means. And then C, connect. Why would someone with these qualities be especially valuable in the story's setting? Explain. So again, this should be a short paragraph. 3 to 5 sentences should be your answer. And C is going to be listed just below your graph on your paper. Question 3, make inferences. What does Sacagawea's experience with the I cannot say this word, I apologize, you guys. Militaries tell you about cultural problems her people face. So you're gonna have to go back in, you're gonna have to read that part of the excerpt, and you're gonna have to make those inferences based on what they tell you. And then 3B, analyze cause and effect. How does Sacagawea's experience with the militaries, I'm probably saying that wrong and I apologize, affect her feelings toward her journey with Lewis and Clark? So how does her experience with these people affect her feelings toward her journey with Lewis and Clark? So because of these feelings, she feels this way. Because of her feelings, this is how she feels about the journey. Here's the cause, here's the effect, and it says explain. So again, about 3 sentences, guys. Question number 4, who is York? See footnote 4. So question A, see footnote 4. So go back to that excerpt, find that footnote 4 and see who York is and then answer that question. 4B, make inferences. In paragraph 17, what does Lewis ask York to do and for what reason? So go back, look at paragraph 17, read it, see what you find out. 4C, connect. What tensions in the cultural setting does this detail reveal? So you need the detail from B to answer C and then explain. Question 5A, make inferences. In paragraph 14, how does Sacajawea seem to feel about Lewis's certainty that he understood other languages perfectly? So go back, look at paragraph 14. 5B, connect. How does this connect to the detail in paragraph 23? So look at paragraph 23 about the word tababone. And then 5C, predict. What conflicts between the native people and the expedition do these historical and cultural details suggest might happen later in the plot? Explain. So we see conflicts between the native people and the expedition. And then we know some cultural and historical background. And so we're trying to predict what might take place in the future. All right, students. So go ahead and work through these two worksheets for us. If you have questions, as always, pop in, shoot us a Schoology message, shoot us an email. We're glad to help out. And we will see you guys tomorrow.